I think you're wrong.
Go on.
Okay, so first of all, the Poland and Hungary thing is a bit of a red herring. It's just that they're all deemed to be breaching Article 7, which is what people think Spain is doing by using unjustified level of force against its people.
Well, no.
It's just Article 7's really...
Well, that's when I bring in my Battle of Orgreave example or my Ian Tomlinson example. When has the European Union ever criticised the policing tactics of a member state that were within the laws of the member state?
Well, I don't think that we've ever experienced a situation in the UK like they did in Catalonia on Sunday.
That's not an answer to my question. When has the European Union ever intervened or criticised legal policing tactics employed by sovereign states, member states?
That wasn't a legal tactic.
According to which law?
Well, rubber bullets are outlawed in Catalonia, and they were used.
According to which law? Catalonia is not a state. It's the Spanish government that decides.
Catalonia has the right to make its own laws.
It doesn't have the right to subvert Spanish laws. So the question then becomes... Okay, you carry on.
In Catalonia, but it's not in Spain.
Okay, so I'll ask you again. When the European Union has criticised or condemned or intervened or interfered in policing tactics of member states?
They haven't.
Right. Why not?
But that doesn't mean it's right.
Why not?
Because otherwise this is going to break out into a civil war.
That's a completely different answer to a question I haven't even asked. Why has the European Union never criticised or interfered in the application of law by police services, police forces in member states?
I don't know.
Shall I tell you?
I don't know why they haven't done that.
Shall I tell you?
Well, they are breaching Article 7.
Shall I tell you?
Please.
Because they're not allowed to.
But then why does Article 7 state that they are not allowed, that member states are not allowed to use unjustified levels of force against their own people?
That's not what we're discussing here, because the question of whether it's justified or unjustified is determined by a sovereign state, not by the supranational institution of the European Union. I think it was unjustified. The Spanish government disagree. The European Union doesn't have the power to overrule the Spanish government.
Spain's going to disagree.
But that's the point.
That's saying that they could.
So who decides? So just okay, Annie. Let's not fall out. But just
the European Union's not allowed to do anything.
No, they're not allowed to do anything.
The European Union.
No, that is precisely the opposite of. Oh, crikey! I mean, I can't make it any clearer. I've painted you the picture. You're just refusing to see it. They're not allowed to intervene in the sovereign business of police tactics in member states. So try this on for size, okay? How do you think? And I don't want to put you in the same bed. Let's just talk about the Daily Mail. If the European Union had issued an incredibly stern condemnation of the British government and the British police force after the J report was published showing 3 missed opportunities by South Yorkshire Police to get a proper handle on the grooming scandal, after Ian Tomlinson was killed during the G8 protests in the City of London, how do you think the Daily Mail would have responded if the European Union tried to argue that they should be in charge of deciding what is justified and what is unjustified in the context of police brutality?
Well, they would have been outraged, but right. I don't support the Daily Mail.
No, that's why I said I'm not putting you in bed with them. So that is the hypocrisy. Either the European Union should be able to... Pardon?
But they're not the same thing. These aren't the same situation.
Well, they are, I'm afraid. If you look at even a cursory glance at the Battle of Orgreave, you could go back to Bloody Sunday. If we'd been in the European Union in 1972, should it have been the job of the Commissioner then to decide what was acceptable and what was unacceptable tactics for the British military? It's not a sovereign institution. It simply imposes and attempts to uphold its own rules of membership, and that doesn't extend to the policing tactics of sovereign member states. I mean, what's
the point of that part of the treaty?
It's an ambition.